Hello, homies. Not that any of you need any more reasons to use homeopathy. I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted, but I wanted to put together this fun episode called 101 Reasons to Use Homeopathy. So to put it together, I reached out to our beautiful Facebook community at Homeopathy Hangout Podcast on Facebook, and I asked our lovely members to give us some reasons of why they use homeopathy. And let's face it, there are loads of reasons to use homeopathy, but even I was skeptical as to whether we could actually get up to 101. But yes, we did it. Although, if I'm completely honest, there's a couple of them that probably overlap a little bit. But hey, we got to 101. So I want to thank some of our members that helped to contribute. For a couple of you, I only have the first names because I know that your surnames are not your real names on Facebook. But here we go. So thank you to Gemma Taylor, Tuyet Nguyen, Zoe Palmer, Jen, Barb Grunwald, Penny Barron, Angela Block, Robert Selleck, Helen Touchkoff, Kimberly Cook, Denitza Appeline, Kitab Barid, Lulu Alam, Mel Dupre, Vicky Davis, Ren Lloyd, Mark Lambrick, Ayesha, Sunita Venchard, Elaine Whalen, Karina Lopez, Yuhan, Renee, Rachel Lott, Kausar Syed, Rebecca Dove Thomas, Grace Catley, Linda Baker, Rachel Gillett, Gabriel Blass, Alicia Brez, Helen Morris, Kelly Horrocks, Mary Greensmith, Pam Andrews, and Luke Norland. Thank you so much to all of you. And if I've missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I did ask for permission to use your name, so there's a couple that's not in there because I didn't hear back from you. But thank you so much to all of you. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't joined our community yet, go to www.facebook.com/Hello Homies. And that is the direct link for the Homeopathy Hangout Podcast Facebook group. So with that out of the way, let's get cracking. Reason number 1, homeopathy is safe from the cradle to the grave. So we can use it from the day that we're born, and we can even use it in utero until the day that we die. There are no contraindications for use age-wise, which is absolutely wonderful. Reason number 2, homeopathy is non-invasive. As you know, we have our beautiful little pillules or our drops. Sometimes they come in a spray or a powder, but obviously no invasive procedures are necessary, which is great even if you have something like a boil or an abscess or a sty. If you wanted that treated conventionally, often you'd have to go to the doctor to have it lanced and then drained, which can be very painful. But with homeopathy, we can just use silica to push out all that pus and some calendula to speed up the healing afterwards. So yeah, no need for invasive treatments with homeopathy, which is wonderful. Reason number 3, you can heal on a very deep level. Many of you have experienced this already. If you're working with a practitioner, it definitely goes beyond anything that many of us ever would have dreamed of. Reason number 4, homeopathy is very forgiving when you choose the wrong remedy. In most cases, it's just not going to do anything. And even if you choose the wrong remedy a second or a third time, it is really forgiving. You're not going to cause any issues, which is really wonderful news if you are a newbie just starting out on your homeopathic journey. Reason number 6, homeopathy is brilliant for first aid. Now, anyone who has ever had blood pouring out of a wound and has seen how a single dose of arnica can stop that blood in its tracks will be aware of the amazing healing power of homeopathy for first aid. I'm sure many of you have experienced this yourself. Reason number 7, homeopathy is absolutely beautiful to support childhood development. And I've seen this so many times in my clinic. A child who has real issues with teething, they might be 8, 9, 10 months and they still haven't had a single tooth, maybe even a year old, and they're still very gummy with no teeth there. They might be 18 months old and still not walking. They might be 2 years old and not a single word. You give them a dose of their constitutional remedy, suddenly those teeth are popping through, they're running and they're babbling away all day long. So yes, incredible for childhood development. Reason number 8, homeopathy is safe to use on animals. So check out episode 46, 80, 140 and 150, where we interview some homeopaths who use homeopathy with their animals. Reason number 9, homeopathy is safe to use on your plants. So check out episode 118 on this podcast with Camilla Scher. And if this is the first time you've ever heard about homeopathy for plants, then Google agri-homeopathy or check out Camilla Scher. She is one of the authorities on this. There's also a couple of great books on using homeopathy with plants, or what we call agri-homeopathy or agro-homeopathy. So definitely check that out. Reason number 10 to use homeopathy. It is equally effective in acute and chronic conditions. Reason number 11. It shifts our relationship with our own health by giving us back our power to treat ourselves. Reason number 12, homeopathy is affordable. It's probably the cheapest, or at least one of the cheapest medicines on the planet. Reason number 13, homeopathy is gentle yet subtly profound. Reason number 14, it works with our vital force, not against it. And our vital force is obviously our innate healing ability. That's what we call it in homeopathy. But you may have heard of the word chi or the prana, just that energetic force inside of each of us that animates us. Number 15, it gives us independence, knowing that we have safe, effective medicine on hand, no matter what remote location we find ourselves in. Reason number 17, homeopathy has no expiry date. Now, you may have seen expiry dates on your homeopathic products, but this is due to labeling regulations. So, for example, here in Australia, the TGA requires us to put a 5-year expiry date on our products. But homeopathic remedies do not actually expire if they have been stored correctly. And there are anecdotal evidence of more than 100-year-old remedies that have been used effectively still. So that makes it, even more cost effective. Not only are the remedies cheap to buy, but they also don't expire. So it's really great investment. Reason number 18, they are non-habit forming, which means it is impossible to get addicted to homeopathic remedies, unlike obviously things like opioids and many of the other pharmaceutical medications, which are habit forming. Reason number 19, we can treat ourselves immediately without having to wait days, weeks, or months for medical appointments. And I don't know what it's been like in the rest of the world, but certainly here in Australia, since COVID, it can be quite tricky to get an appointment with a medical doctor because often they are so booked out. So yeah, we can treat ourselves immediately, which is wonderful. Reason number 20, this is one I really enjoy in clinic, is we can heal generational trauma. Now, we have beautiful homeopathic remedies that can help us with this. Colin Griffith is a homeopath that often speaks on this. There are many others as well, but yes, we can use homeopathic remedies to heal generational trauma, which almost seems too good to be true, but I have witnessed this in my clinic myself. Reason number 21 to use homeopathy. It helps us to be fearless in the face of disease. Now, with so many people, we saw this in COVID, that were completely terrified of becoming ill during COVID, homeopathy really helped us to be fearless because we knew we had something safe and effective on hand that could help us no matter what came up. And so many of my clients with severe health anxiety, this is one of the things that they certainly notice once they start getting into homeopathy, is a lot of that fear and anxiety about illness just dissipates once they know how to use homeopathic remedies at home. Reason number 22, to learn the art of observation. And many of you that come from a medical model will certainly find that when you first come to a homeopath and you say, I have a headache, when you go to a doctor, you are used to just being prescribed blanket drugs. But when you come to a homeopath, we want to know what makes it better, what makes it worse, when did it start. So you become really good at observation. Also, when you're observing what your child, if you need to treat your child with homeopathic remedies, but also observation of yourself. So, reason number 22, like I mentioned, to learn the art of observation. Reason number 23, to actually heal as opposed to just suppressing the symptoms. All of you know that pharmaceutical drugs can often suppress the symptom instead of actually helping us to heal. And this is where homeopathy is so beautiful. It gets right down to the root cause and heals that so that the symptoms disappear magically. Reason number 24. This is quite a nice one, actually. Whoever was the group member that wrote this one down, I really like this. It says to make up for all the mess we made before we knew better. And I'm a huge fan of the saying, when we know better, we do better. And so many mums, have done so many various medical procedures on their little bubbies before they knew any better. Loads of rounds of antibiotics and steroid creams and all these other suppressive medications, and also for themselves. So it's really wonderful to know that there is something that can undo some of that suppression or the damage that has been done by giving pharmaceuticals when perhaps it was not indicated, or maybe just overusing them. And then that mummy guilt doesn't have to eat us up. We have something that can help make it all better. Reason number 25. Homeopathy cares for our planet by not polluting our waterways, unlike the toxicity in our waterways caused by pharmaceutical drugs being flushed down the drain. And this is actually a huge concern for our day and time when so many contraceptive pill and other drugs are flushed down the drain into the waterways, which we inevitably end up ingesting ourselves. So homeopathy is so beautiful by not putting any extra pressure on our already stressed planet and our waterways and just Mother Nature in general. Reason number 26. This was also a beautiful one from one of our members. To experience profound health like you've never experienced before. Now, that is quite a big statement, but the reality is you don't know what you don't know. So if you are used to a certain level of health, you can feel that this is your normal. But once you've had some homeopathic remedies and you have a newfound energy and appreciation and love of life, then you do experience a new level of health that you would not have known was possible. And now for reason number 27, which is not talked about often enough, but is really important. Another reason to use homeopathy can be to help facilitate a natural, calm death instead of being high on morphine. So we've spoken about this in the podcast a few times as well, including with my interview with Mel Dupre in episode 98. So if you do have a loved one that is about to pass, then have a look at how homeopathy can support them through this process. Reason number 28 to use homeopathy. Homeopathy has an answer or solution for pretty much everything. Hence why I very proudly wear my t-shirt that says, yes, I have a remedy for that. I still haven't found a single mental, emotional, or physical complaint that homeopathy cannot help with. If you know one, please do email me and let me know. Reason number 29, to be able to actually do something about food poisoning instead of just praying to the porcelain goddess. And I have had food poisoning myself. Our whole family did, and I can only tell you that I'm so grateful to arsenicum. So instead of just sitting there and waiting for it to pass and feeling like hell, arsenicum was there to speed things up beautifully and get us back on track in no time. Reason number 30 for why you should use homeopathy is to help piece together the traumas in your life and the etiologies of when they originated, which really helps support you in your healing journey. Now, if you're not working with a homeopath already, this is such a powerful thing to do. They will really go through those traumas, only the ones that you are happy to speak about. A homeopath will never pressure you to talk about things that you're not happy with, but the homeopath will be the person that will sit there with you and really try to figure out when did these things really start, and that, where did this disease originally get triggered from? Well, we call it etiology, or what was the cause, what happened around that time. So that is a really good reason to use homeopathy because it gets right down to the nitty-gritty of it all, which is where true healing happens. Reason number 31, this was the one from Denitza Appeline. I really like this. She said, to understand that health or healing is a hierarchy of spiritual first, then mental, emotional, then physical healing. And this is something that is never talked about in the mainstream medical model. But true healing will always start with the spiritual element that will heal first, then the mental, then the emotional, and then the physical. So even though clients might come and see us for the eczema, usually you'll find the mental, emotional complaints will go first and the eczema will go last. Reason number 32, to understand and observe that healing typically happens from the top to the bottom, the inside out, and from the present to the past. Or what we say from the most recent complaint to the oldest complaint. And this is also known as Hering's Law of Cure. So when you are using homeopathic remedies, you very often will see this beautiful cascade of healing happening in this order. Reason number 33, to have more empathy for our children and their behavior, knowing that the behavior is a response to a mental emotional wound or complaint. So by healing that mental emotional wound, the behavior then automatically ceases. So reason number 34 to use homeopathy. It helps us to appreciate that everything we need to heal has been given to us already in nature, and it's just a matter of preparing it in a way that releases the energetic essence of the substance to elicit the healing properties. So it really puts that trust of nature back into us. We already have all the answers. It's already there. We just need to find that substance and triturate it or dilute it, succuss it so that those energetic essence is released, and then we can use it. Reason number 35. You never have to worry if your remedies have expired, and there are documented cases of over 100-year-old remedies being used successfully. So your remedies really are a true investment in every sense. Reason number 36. You can use the same remedy for your baby, your husband, your grandma, your goat, and your apple tree. Reason number 37. Homeopathy is the antithesis of patriarchal medicine, which is designed to keep you weak and controllable. So yes, homeopathy is the ultimate in empowering you to treat yourself. Reason number 38. To feel free and in control of your health choices. Reason 39. To be empowered with the knowledge to take care of our loved ones. Reason number 40. To help you live your best life. Number 41. To prevent the decline of your levels of health via suppression. 42. It's nothing like modern medicine. Reason 43. Because it works. Reason number 44. It heals you at the deepest level. Reason number 45. In emergencies, it works fast. Reason 46. When you use homeopathy, you get to experience miracles. Absolutely. Whichever one of our members wrote that one, I like it. That's a goodie. Reason 47. Because when someone takes the correct remedy, they tend to say, I feel like I am back to my real self. That is one of the most beautiful things any of us can ever hope to experience, is feeling like your real self. How beautiful is that? Reason number 48 to use homeopathy. There are no withdrawal effects when you stop the remedies. Now, that is such a goodie because if you've not experienced this yourself, I can tell you from clinical experience that withdrawing from many pharmaceutical medications can be a mess. So many of my clients that have been on antidepressants have told me how they try to get off them and they get brain zaps and just really awful effects. So many other medications as well really has to be weaned really, really slowly and carefully. With homeopathic remedies, you can stop it whenever you choose to, and there are no withdrawal effects at all, which is wonderful. Reason number 49, it's better for the environment due to the minute amount of substances we need to create our medicines. Reason number 50, to reduce the need for antibiotics, therefore potentially contributing to lessen the risk of antibiotic resistance. Reason number 51, the medicines can easily be distributed because there is no need for refrigeration, meaning we can even treat people in remote parts of places like Africa where refrigeration is just not practical at all. Reason 52, to feel closer to nature. Reason 53, I like this one. It's by Eugenie Lavelle, who is an incredible healer. You can find her at Sage and Seer. She says she uses homeopathy to travel through time and space. Woohoo! Reason number 54, it can be used to deepen your meditation practice. Now, I don't know if you have ever tried the Narayani meditation remedy before, but that's a great one to take before you go into meditation. And you can visit my website, eugeniekruger.com, and yes, we do ship internationally, and you will find the Narayani remedies on there. Reason number 55, homeopathy can be used to break addictions like drugs, alcohol, smoking, even overeating. Reason 56, you can experience profound personal growth through homeopathy, not just by the remedies themselves, but also by the beautiful experience that you have by working with your homeopathic practitioner. Reason number 57, it helps us to access our innate ability to overcome extreme trauma. Reason number 58, this is a good one. It makes for interesting conversation when you're asked what medication you're on. I like that one. Reason number 59, it's the only medicine where each individual substance has a range of actions across a multitude of systems and symptoms. Now, that is really mind-blowing. Reason number 60, the mind, once stretched by a new idea, can never return to its original shape. That is homeopathy. Reason 61, to finally feel sane when all conventional doctors have for you is you will be on drugs for the rest of your life. Reason number 62, it is one of the best ways to work with your vital energy. Reason number 63, it's nanomedicine or quantum medicine, the medicine of the now and the future. Reason 64, it's for the everyday person, not just the elite. Reason number 65, even a child can learn to use homeopathy. Reason 66, your pet can intuitively select their own remedies. Yes, it's true. Give it a go. Reason 67, it gives hope to those who have been told there is nothing that can be done for them. Reason number 68, this is from one of our homies. She wrote, homeopathy has made my world bigger, more exciting, and helped me feel less afraid. It's given me back my future. That's beautiful, hey? Reason number 69, we get to learn more about our natural world through our materia medica. Now, especially if you have a materia medica from somebody like Frans Vermeulen, where he really digs into the background of the natural substance and where it occurs and how it grows and what conditions it needs to really thrive. Or if you're learning about, say, a mineral, where they occur and how they interact with other substances, or if you're learning about an animal, then maybe learning about their mating behavior, or if they migrate, or what, all these various different things that are part of our natural world, which often we don't know about. But when you are digging into the materia medica, you really get to explore the natural world and learn so much more about it, and in turn it helps you to appreciate it a lot more. Reason number 70, we have 200 years of research which we can draw on for our prescribing. How amazing is that? Reason number 71. In over 200 years of homeopathy, none of our medicines have ever been recalled, unlike pharmaceutical medication, of course, that is regularly getting recalled or pulled off the shelves due to adverse reactions. Reason number 72. Because the remedies that were effective over 200 years ago are still as effective today. Reason number 73. Nobody has ever died of a homeopathic remedy, as opposed to pharmaceutical medicine that's one of the top causes of death in the world. Reason number 74. Even children who refuse to take any other medicines or treatments will often accept the pillules in their mouth or take a sip of water. I tell you what, it makes compliance so much easier. I often feel sorry for Chinese medicine practitioners who have to give the yucky herbs to the kids. I mean, herbs are amazing. They're so good for you, but they just taste really gross. And if you have a child that is just not compliant, they just won't take it. Whereas with your homeopathic remedies, especially in the little pillules, the kiddies absolutely love it. Reason number 75, it gives us freedom from dependence on pharmaceuticals. Reason number 76, it gives us freedom from relying on an overwhelmed medical system. Reason number 77, there is minimal risk of toxicity. Well, really no risk, but let's say minimal, just in case you're using like a 3x potency, where potentially there is risk if you are using loads of it over an extended period of time. So obviously, due to our extreme dilutions, the risk of toxic effects from homeopathic remedies are pretty much zero. Reason number 78 to use homeopathy. Homeopathy uses a holistic approach. So we treat the individual as a whole. We include their physical, mental, emotional well-being to come to a holistic prescription. Reason number 79. Homeopathy is personalized to the T. So every remedy can be personalized to the person's unique set of symptoms and their constitution. Reason number 80, homeopathy is safe for all ages, for infants, children, and pregnant women. Actually, I think that one might be a double up, but you know what? It's such a good point. It's worth repeating. Reason number 81 to use homeopathy. There are no known drug interactions or contraindications. Reason number 82, we have over the past 200 years been lucky enough to stand on the shoulders of giants. Hahnemann, Kent, Fartak, Burika, Blackie, there's too many to mention, so I'm almost too scared to start saying names, all the way up to our more modern homeopaths of these days. We have had some of the most incredible individuals over the past 200 years that have made homeopathy their life's purpose, and yes, we are standing on the shoulders of giants. So another good reason to use homeopathy. Reason number 83, we have individualized treatment plans. So your homeopath will consider your own specific needs when they are prescribing your remedies. So whether it comes to the potency, which potency to use, which remedy to use, how frequently to use it, all of that is uniquely individualized, especially for you. Another reason to use homeopathy is due to our method of potentization. So we use serial dilution and succussion, which is why our remedies are so safe and effective. Reason number 85, you get to be part of a supportive community. Now, in Australia, I have my own Facebook group, which is specifically for people living in Australia. But if you're international, there are groups like Paula Brown's group, Teach Me Health and Homeopathy, and also Mary's Homeopathy Study Group as another great one for you to join. Reason number 86, our medicines are not tested on animals, only on healthy human volunteers. Reason number 87, our remedies are eco-friendly. Homeopathy doesn't typically involve the production of harmful chemicals or waste, which is wonderful news. Reason number 88, the British royal family has been using homeopathy for many generations. If it's good enough for the king, it's good enough for me. Reason number 89, homeopathy is gentle on the digestive system and the liver. So unlike many other pharmaceutical medications or even herbs and supplements that are quite hard on sensitive tummies or hard on the liver to process, we don't have any of those issues with homeopathy, which is wonderful. Reason number 90, it addresses the underlying cause. So we really get down to the root illness of the disease, not just treating the symptoms. Reason number 91, there are thousands of studies proving the effectiveness of homeopathy. Check out hri-research.org. Reason number 92, homeopathy is just as effective for mental, emotional complaints as it is for physical complaints. Reason number 93, homeopathy is easy for anyone to learn. There are loads of free resources online and apps and books. So if you're new to homeopathy, invest the time to learn. It's definitely worth it. Reason number 94, the process of discussing the symptoms with your homeopath can increase self-awareness and personal development. Reason number 95, there are no known pathogens that have ever been able to build resistance to homeopathy. Yay! Reason number 96, homeopathic remedies are free from artificial additives and preservatives. Reason number 97, it addresses our susceptibility to illness. So homeopathy enhances a person's natural defense mechanisms against illnesses. So it really removes that susceptibility of a person to get the same illness over and over and over, which is wonderful. Reason number 98, homeopathy is widely accepted and practiced in various cultures around the world. Reason number 99, homeopathy is based on a distinct philosophical system which has remained unchanged for over 200 years, as opposed to conventional medicine, which has no underpinning philosophy and continually backtracking on itself. Reason number 100, to reconnect your human part to the natural world that you are intrinsically part of. I love that beautiful one from Luke Norland. Thanks for sharing that. Reason number 101, because there is a homeopathic revolution happening right now, and you would be crazy to miss out on it. So if you haven't already, come and join us at the Homeopathy Hangout podcast Facebook group. Go grab yourself some homeopathic remedies through our website, www.eugeniekruger.com. We post worldwide and we have a beautiful range of products with waterproof labels, waterproof dots, in amber glass bottles with very durable canvas cases and canvas pouches. You can also grab yourself some homeopathic books, reach out to family and friends, get them on board with homeopathy, form your community of homies around you who are all using this medicine and supporting you in this journey. Listen to the podcast and, tell your family and friends about it. Be part of the revolution, because this is the time that we are going to look back on in decades to come as the years when homeopathy finally found its rightful place as a first-line medicine in every home and every hospital and every medical facility around the world. Thanks so much for listening, homies. I really appreciate it. Bye.